Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm going to show you this tutorial that was requested. This is me using the Becca Full Coverage Foundation. This is in the color Coconut, and it is a full coverage foundation. I think it is discontinued. I had to order this from eBay, so it might be a little difficult to find if you're interested, but do your research. You might find some. I was lucky enough to find some off of eBay. And it's a great foundation. It's actually one of my favorites, and I'm very disappointed that they no longer offer this foundation. So I've been trying to find others that can give me this type of coverage, because it doesn't take much to get this coverage from this Becca. But now I'm going into my eyebrow. So I found a new routine that I'm doing, guys. I'm using this eyebrow pen, and it's by Eye Method, and it does hair-like strokes. The thing about this pen is you have to be very light-handed though. So if you're heavy-handed, it's going to make it very dark. So I'm still trying to figure out the techniques for using this hairpin, but I really do like it. So if you want more intense hair strokes, thicker strokes, put a little more pressure. But I would suggest using very, very light strokes and be very light-handed with it until you get the density that you like. And it looks very natural. Once it dries, it looks very natural. It mattes down once it dries. It looks a little shiny at first, but once it dries, it mattes down pretty nicely. And I decided not to speed up this video, guys, because I wanted you to see in real time how I do my brows and how I'm actually applying my eyeshadow. I didn't want to speed it up because I felt like if I sped the video up, you wouldn't be able to actually see what I'm doing. So now I'm just going in with a spoolie, and I'm just brushing in some of those hair strokes to kind of soften it a little bit. Now this is my oldie but goodie, my staple product, which is the Studio Fix matte concealer. I've been using this for years. I love this concealer because of the consistency. I haven't really found a concealer that goes on as smoothly as this one does. I've tried many other concealers for my underbrow, and this one is the best. I don't use it as a concealer under my eye at all. I only use it on my eyelid and as a highlight for my brow. But it's like the best concealer I've tried so far. It goes on smoothly. It gives me great coverage. It is a great base for my eyeshadow. So that's why I stick with the Studio Fix by MAC. And this is in the color NC42, I believe. Now, as you can see, I'm going over the top of my brow, but I'm not using more product. I'm just using what's left on the actual brush. And I always use my finger to blend out my concealer, because your finger is warm, guys, so that helps to melt the concealer, and that's why I love to use my fingers to blend out concealer. So now I'm just going around and just kind of buffing out some of the lines that I see. So next I'm just going in with some translucent powder, and that's just to set that Studio Fix concealer there. You want to set it before you go in with your eyeshadow. And the reason why we do that is to keep the eyeshadow from creasing, okay? So now I'm going to go into one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I've had this palette for years, so don't let people tell you to throw your palette away. I am still using this palette. I've had it for at least 2 years. Yes, I did, and it's still good. Ain't no germs in it. I don't cross-contaminate because nobody uses it but me. So this is a great palette. I've gotten more than my money's worth out of it. I would buy it again in a heartbeat. But this is a Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. And once I run out of it, I'm going to buy it again, even if I have to buy it off of eBay. So what I'm doing is I'm going into this kind of orangey brown color, and I'm using it as a crease color. And the reason why I always start with my makeup, when I'm doing my eyeshadow, I always start at my crease and I work my way down. Okay, so I am patting the makeup, the eyeshadow in first, and then I'm blending it. And the reason why I do that is because I want to pack the color on first, and then I want to blend it out. And I always start off light because you rather go in with less than more. So now I'm going to go into my second color, which is going to be a deeper color. And this is kind of an orangey brown. And I'm going one step down from where I started. And the reason why I do that is because I want to add depth. So you want depth. Well, I want depth in my makeup look. I wanted to go from light to dark. I wanted to have some dimension. So I'm going right under where I started. And we're going to blend that out. And the thing about makeup, guys, is just practice. It's okay to make mistakes. It's just makeup. You can wash it off. It's not that big of a deal. And guess what? You're not making a mistake. You're learning. So just keep at it, okay? Keep at it. So now I'm going into a darker color. And I'm going one more step down, which is what they call the inner V. And I'm going down with that darker brown just to give it even more depth and more dimension. And it makes your eyes look bigger when you do it this way. Now, a lot of people probably don't know, but I have a hooded lid. I have a lot of fat over top of my my eyelid. Has a lot of fat over top of it, but you can't tell from the way that I do my makeup. It's not as obvious, but I do have a hooded lid, so it's not severe, but it is hooded. And this just helps my eyes to look bigger. So now I'm just blending off and just wiping away some of the fallout. Now I'm going in with this Pecky Sue eyeshadow primer. It's in the number 2. I got this off of Amazon, I believe. And this is going to be my base for my eyelid color. And you know, you can call it a cut crease if you want to. A lot of people say cut crease, but I'm not doing it as big as a cut crease. I just want my eyelids to stand out more. So that's why I added that additional base, so that the eyelid color can pop more. And this is just giving it something in addition to stick to and to help that color really pop. And I'm using a very small brush. And guys, one thing I want to also, just a little tip here, use smaller tools. One thing I had to learn while doing makeup was I would see a lot of the YouTube makeup gurus, and they would have these fancy brushes, and I wanted them too, so I would get all these brushes. But you just get you some small tools. You don't need big brushes, because the smaller ones give you more control. So now I'm just going into that lid color, which is like a shiny brown. It's almost between a brown and a pink. This palette just has some beautiful colors. I love this palette. So it's kind of like a brownish pink. It's very pretty. And this is going to make my eyelid pop, which is going to make my eyes look a lot bigger. Now I'm going into this dark color. It's almost like a black. I think it is black, actually. And I'm going to put that right in the ball of my outer V. It's right in the ball of your eye, on the outer part of your eye, that little ball that's there. That's my focus. And then I'm blending out. And this is going to make the look stand out, the eye stand out even more now, because I'm adding that darkness. And now I'm just dragging that same black eyeshadow with another small tool, another small pencil. So see how small that eyeshadow brush is? And I'm dragging it from the outer V like an eyeliner underneath my waterline. And then I'm going to go in and fill it in, fill in the gaps with black eyeliner. So I'm just dragging that down, because what I'm doing is I'm trying to encase my eye in the color, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to do a little cleanup. So now I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and this is in color 415, I believe. And L'Oreal has some really good products. I can't even lie. If you're looking for a drugstore brand that's going to give you good coverage, look at L'Oreal. They have really stepped their game up. Maybelline too. But L'Oreal has some really good concealers. And L'Oreal has one of the best eyeliners I have tried yet. And I have tried some expensive eyeliners, but L'Oreal has the best one, and I can find it right in my local pharmacy. So what I'm doing now, guys, I'm just cleaning up a little bit. I put that concealer underneath my eye. I've put it on my forehead, nose, lip, and chin, just to give it an extra, glow to my face and to give my face dimension. And that's one thing I learned too over the years of doing makeup. I used to do my makeup very flat, like with one color. Now I know that you need more than one color when it comes to your foundation and your concealers. You need a multitude of colors, because if you look at our faces, our face is not one color. So you have the places that look a little sunk in, you have places that stand out more, and that's the purpose of using different color foundations or concealers. Okay, so don't get discouraged if you happen to pick up a concealer or a foundation and it's the wrong color. You might want to keep it because it may come in handy, especially if you need to mix it, or you need it for an area where you need to highlight or contour. So now I'm going in with this Maybelline Fireworks mascara, and I'm doing this on my I'm putting this eyeshadow here as a base because I'm going to be putting on eyelashes. I always use mascara as a base, just like you use the concealer for your eyelids for something to stick to. I need that to help my lashes stick to, the fake lashes stick to my natural lash. Now I'm just blending out some of that concealer. Look at the tool, another small brush. I'm telling you guys, the small brushes, they make a big difference because you have more control, and that way you can put things exactly where you want it. I had to learn that. I don't know why. It seems like such a common thing to know, but for some reason it just never dawned on me for years. Like, just use a small brush. You don't have a big face, use a small brush. I wanted to get all the big fancy brushes, but all right, so now I'm going in with this Black Radiance translucent powder in banana. Black Radiance did their thing with this powder. It is so finely milled, it goes on so smoothly. I was not expecting this powder to be so good, and this is another drugstore brand. Look how smooth that powder is, and in real time it's really smooth like this. I mean, it's not just on camera. I'm saying if you were to see how this makeup turned out in real life, I mean, my face looks so smooth. It looks artificial. It really did. So I'm just going over the places where I highlighted with the concealer. I'm following up with the banana powder. And as you can see, I am using a sponge, and I am pushing it in. So this is the Laura Mercier translucent powder in medium deep, and I am packing it into my skin. So as you can see, I'm almost like pushing it into the skin. And the reason why I'm doing that is because if you have pores, it will actually seal in the pores, and it will look very, very smooth. You can't even see them. So now I'm trying this new, this is a new eyeliner glue. So this was my first time trying it. I didn't have a lot of faith in it, but it did really good. I think I found it at the drugstore or something. But that eyeliner glue did really, really well. And as you can see, I'm putting on my lashes. And the way that I put on my lashes is that once that eyeliner is gotten a little dry, then I'll place the lash in the center, and then I'll pull it down on one side, and then I'll pull it down in the very inner corner of my eye. Because you want to wait till you have some control to do that stuff. If the glue is still slippery and wet, you can't do it. So you have to wait till the glue is like almost dry. And that's another trick to putting on lashes. You got to have a little patience. Don't do it so quickly. Just give it time. Give that glue time to dry. I know a lot of people like to put the glue on the actual lash line, which I do that too sometimes, but this is a much better technique. Is to take the glue and actually line your eye with the glue. Line your upper eyelash line with the glue, and then apply the lash. Don't put it directly onto the lash. So here I'm going in with that great my favorite pencil, which is a L'Oreal liquid eyeliner extra intense. Oh my god, if you can find it, pick it up. I mean, that is a silky smooth eyeliner. So now I'm adding some dimension in my face, going in with the Patrick Star one size turn up the base foundation in dark 4. I use it as a contour. It is a great color. I love this color. And as you can see, it's not too dark. It just adds that warmth back in my face. As I said before, you know, our face is more than one color. So you need more than one color when it comes to doing your makeup, because your face is going to look flat if you don't add the highs and lows back in, meaning the highlights and the low lights. So now I'm just going in and I'm shaping up my nose a little bit, giving it a little more dimension, a little more line, and a little more structure. And I'm using that same brush, but I just pinch the brush to make it smaller. Adding a little more shadows. And as you can see, I use my finger to blend things out. Going in with some Morphe setting spray. And the reason why I use the Morphe setting spray is just to melt those powders down, because it makes your face not look cakey. Now I'm going in with the Kiss lip liner. And this is one of my favorites. It's a beauty supply store brand. And I think this pencil is like, I know it's under $5. Man, this pencil lasts all day. And I think I've tried so many different color lipsticks with this pencil, and they all so far have been looking really good. And sometimes I'll just put the pencil on, just like I'm doing here, and just lick my lips together and take off. And it lasts all day. See, looks like I own lipstick. So now I'm going to add some Kylie Jenner Plumping Lip Gloss. It's in the color Neutral. So I added that, and that also kind of like plumps up the lips a little bit, but I haven't noticed it on my lips, but that's what they say it does. I just like the color. So now I'm just going in and blending things out, and this is the final look, guys. Hope you liked it. I hope it's helped someone. Talk to you soon.